Good morning. Morning of day 35. Leaving Uncle Johnny's at 8:20. And the weather is not what we'd hoped for. And I've been listening to the weather forecast on the radio this morning, and it doesn't mention rain at all. And I've been checking the weather app and it doesn't mention rain at all. And yet it's a bit wet. So everyone's saying it's going to stop. Oh, hang on. Over the barrier again. Everyone's saying it's going to stop. So we're all hopeful, but I have to admit I've hung on for about an extra half an hour, and it's a little bit better. So, and then the next week it's meant to be pretty good. So, crossing the Unaka River again, turning around. We came down from up there on Friday. There's Uncle Johnny's. And now we go. You can't even see, but we go up there. And my pack is full. I've got no idea why. It's only 3 days to the station at 19E. I'm sure I've got more stuff with me now than I had coming out of Hot Springs, and that was a 4-day stretch. So I thought I was getting better at this packing lark, but maybe not. Here's the first white brick blaze. It's not immediately obvious when you come across the bridge, but at least I'm under cover now. Aiming for a shelter that's 17 miles away, but we've got, as I showed you yesterday, we've got just over 13 miles of climbing to get up Unaka mountain. Along the way we pass a place called Beauty Spot, so I'm hoping the weather's going to have cleared a little bit by the time we get there. I think that's about 10 miles away, so it'll be lunchtime, so there's a good chance. Then the next hostel is in 50 miles, so 3 days time, and it's on the road called 19E, so it's called the station at 19E. So I'm hoping to be there Tuesday night. We'll see. I've seen some pretty wet photos of people who have been out for the last 2 days. So I was so lucky to get to Erwin on Friday morning and then being able to take a zero. Just about to cross our third rail track. First time I've seen a warning sign about crossing it. But you do hear trains coming along here fairly regularly when you're at the hostel. There's the rail bridge we saw from that viewpoint on Friday. Oh, it's built by a load of Eagle Scouts. Thank you guys. Well, apparently it's Mother's Day here in the US today, so shout out to all the mothers out there, and happy American Mother's Day to my mum and my mother-in-law Delia. Well, this one's going to be a challenge. This is pretty new, I think, because most of the branches aren't even beaten down by previous hikers. There's definitely no way up or down. I'm going to have to go through somehow. Oh, made it. I thought I was going to have to take my pack off at one point, but that's one instance where being tall really helped to step over some of those branches. I'm sure other people are going to have issues there. Another blow down. This one's not so bad. This goes to show how bad the storm was in the last couple of days. Made it to the first shelter of the day.
Wow, this is a brand new...
Leaving Curly Maple Gap shelter. Carrying on up. It's a long climb today, but I think we've done some of the steepest bits already, although this bit's still relatively steep. So this is just up that little climb from the shelter, and apparently this is the site of the original shelter. Still going up Unaka Mountain, but just coming down to a road crossing that's another Indian grave gap. I think this is the third one we've been through. Been in the mountain laurel for ages with all these routes, and then all of a sudden we come to a clearing, and the weather's suddenly turned nice. I haven't really been able to see much of the sky for a while. The power cables give us an opportunity. Made it up to a ridge, and you can see the route up to Beauty Spot. Had a little bit of sun, but it's gone back in again. I'll be up there in 7 or 8 minutes, and probably have lunch up there, so we might have some nice weather. Almost at the top. There's a bit of Irwin down there. Got some trail magic on top of Beauty Spot. Some beers. Here's our first view of the top of Unaka Mountain. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is what we've been climbing all day. I was hoping to make it to a shelter on the other side. I'm not sure that's going to happen. My Achilles are hurting. There is a tent site in less than 3 miles, so I'll get there and see how I'm feeling. Wrap up for day 34. Got my tent site here. There's a few other people. We're near the top of Unaka Mountain. Didn't get as far as I'd hoped, but feet were hurting today. So tomorrow's going to be warmer as well, so I'm hoping to get a few more miles in. Tonight it's really chilly. We've not really seen the sun all day. So I'll say goodnight and see you in the morning.